Here we go. So, hi everyone. This is Lou Martin, and it is my ecstatic delight, and that's an understatement, to hang out here with the unbelievable. But here she is. Oh my God, Pooki Lee, force force of love and light wherever she goes. Pooki, Pooki, Pooki.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, Lou, it's so great to be here with
Thank you,
you.
darling. Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
yes, and just to be sharing this time on our planet with you and with all of the people that are emerging right now. Like this is such a dynamic time for us to be in these physical bodies, for us to be walking this earth in this earth plane, and right now we're
Yes.
at a time in our experience of life where it's so expansive right now,
Yes.
like everything is expanded, like the feelings, the what's available to us, we're seeing so much more. So this whole thing about 2020, as I was coming into this new year, I had a sense of dynamic hope and vision for this clarity, that we would have clear sight, and that we would be
Right.
able to see, and that and that it would lead us in down this path, the path of love and peace and
Beautiful.
of unity.
Beautiful.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so as I'm standing at the threshold of 2020, my mind is filled with these ideas of grandeur, of this beautiful, magnificent awakening. And the reality of it is happening. And yes, it is that magnificent. It is that powerful. It is that dynamic. It's so incredible to see the way that the entire planet has come together for certain callings of the heart,
Mm-hmm.
like racial
Mm-hmm.
inequality,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole world stood up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole world stood up, because it's not just in the United States of America.
Sure.
This is something that is all over our planet,
That's
and
right.
that many people are suffering in these things. So
Absolutely.
it just brought this greater awareness that we are all in this together,
There you
that
go.
we're all a part of the suffering and the healing
Yes.
of our world and each other,
Beautiful.
right?
Yeah,
And when
honey.
we begin to
Yeah.
see that connectedness between, we begin to see the family aspect of our being,
Mm,
our ohana. When we
mm,
begin to see that,
mm-hmm,
then we begin to transcend lines of country,
mm-hmm,
lines of nationalism,
mm-hmm,
or titles that we have been programmed to receive, and we
mm-hmm,
begin to see ourselves in this structure of of a global family,
mm-hmm.
inhabiting our beautiful home, which is the Earth Mother.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Sing it, sister. Yeah. Well, okay. Yes, yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, that's just too wonderful for words, my friend. Yeah. I mean, this is so Pooki, tell people a little bit about you and the work that you do, because that's why you have such an important and a sacred and a positive and loving perspective that you're sharing with us today.
So I am a lover. I come from the heart of love. I come from the same place that we each come from. And I am here to activate love, the frequency, the vibration, to assist in the healing of our planet and of all humanity through the expression of love, through the embodiment of divine perfect love. Right. And then also, I'm here to remind you that you are that as well. And when we begin to truly know who we are, and we begin to embody the essence of why it is that we are here, to radiate this love out into the world, love is the answer, and it is the healer. And we will begin to radiate from our own field a vibration of love that will ripple out and will heal beings that are not even in our presence. So
Right.
our power is love. It's who
Yeah.
we are, and that's why I'm here.
Right on. Right on. Right on. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, you're ripping it up as usual, my friend. Thank you.
So it's about loving. So even so people want to know, what can I do right now in this time
Sure.
of so much what is seemingly chaos?
Yes.
And what you can do right now is connect to that which you love,
Sure.
and activate that love into the world. And even in that space,
Hmm.
if all of us were of all of us that were aware enough to really connect to our heart, because our heart has the most powerful energy that radiates from our being, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the source of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we all had the awareness, and we began to focus our intention on expanding that field of love, that dynamic radiance of love that emanates from the core of our very being. And we began to learn how to expand that out into the world in a really, really dynamic, powerful, powerful way. The healing of all that we have concern, or all that we have compassion for, all that we have, um, our hearts are grieving for.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And we embody that, and we become that, and we are that. And that, it doesn't take all of us. It
Right.
doesn't even take a majority of us.
Right.
It's a small number of us
Yes.
at that level that can send that ripple, because what is happening right now in the Great Awakening cannot be
Mm-hmm.
stopped.
A hoe to that. Yeah.
It cannot be stopped. You can either choose to participate in it, or you can choose to step out of it.
Right.
But you will not. There's nothing that can stop what is
That's
unfolding
right.
right now.
Amen to that.
So
Yes.
we are here to participate in a dynamic way with the gifts that we've been given, with the love that we've been birthed into this being, centered, anchored as the center of all that we are, and radiate that into the world. So it's
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
our power. That's our power.
Yes.
That is how we will transform this planet. And it's just activating love right where we are, loving our life, loving our calling, stepping into, connecting. Look at how connected we are, Lou. Like, this is crazy. Look what COVID did for us. Like, sometimes, there's a big narrative around what COVID has done
Sure.
to us.
Sure.
And then
Sure.
there's a whole nother conversation about what COVID has done for us.
Sure.
Look at what it has done for us in so many different ways. We've connected
Yeah.
in ways that we've never even dreamed possible.
Sure.
We've expanded the network. That's why I said we're in such a moment of expansion right now, because what's happening is we're realizing our true connectedness to one another. I am now realizing that there are so many on the planet who have been holding the vision of global peace, of unity, of love, of compassion,
Yeah.
and of a global family emerged as one in our strength and our power.
Yeah.
And COVID-19 is showing us that this is possible, because we've done it. We've done things. We've come together for George Floyd, and for the equal
Sure.
rights for
Sure.
humanity across
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And we've done it as a global family. So it has proven our power as
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we come together, right? Because we can create an infrastructure ourselves
Yeah.
that can support us. And that's what I'm really feeling called to now. It's like, how do we create that dynamic support within the network that we're now building into,
Yeah.
that can support life in the way that we value.
Yes, yes, beautiful. Yeah, babe, the energies are building, and the passion and the fire and the joy and the freedom are really being deeply called into our daily experience more every day. For me, the weekend was a game changer with these big demonstrations in London and Berlin, and throughout the world, but those are the ones that I tuned into. And Bobby Kennedy and David Icke just blew it out the ballpark, both of them. Fantastic. So like you said, so yeah, I mean, I could just sit and sing and dance with you all night long, my dear. It's a joy. Do you want to talk a little bit about Sign and Peace Weekend and some of the things that you're involved in that are helping to create the structure?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I am blissfully connected to an organization called Unity Earth, and they are a global organization that is here to honor and respect diversities, indigenous wisdom, spirituality, culture, in really profound ways, in proclaiming our rights as
Yes.
sentient, sacred beings on this earth and the earth
Yes.
itself.
Yes.
And so with Unity Earth, right now, we have activated the Caravan of Unity, and it has started moving across the United States. On August 28th, we launched our caravan from Grace Cathedral, and we had a beautiful ceremony of the peace poles where we honored every nation, and we spoke the name of every nation on this blessed
Wow.
planet. And
Wow.
we called
Thank
forth
you.
peace to
Yes.
be in every nation. And
Beautiful.
so and every flag for every nation was represented, 193 flags represented.
Brilliant.
And then they went
Wow.
inside of Grace Cathedral, and they had a beautiful concert that was filled with sacred song and poetry, and it was and the words just infused and inspired the moment. So that was our opening day. And
Okay.
Sign Network is a part of how it is that these events get shared out on a global level. So they're very ingenious, and this is all new technology that they're working with, and it's been birthed since COVID,
Mm.
but they have found a beautiful way to get this out to thousands and thousands of people through these live broadcasts. So I think we had, like, for that event, we had about 50,000 people that had tuned in from all over the world.
Brilliant.
Now, the caravan has since then left San Francisco and is now traveling to Lake Elsinore and to Los Angeles, where they're going to be with Michael Beckwith of the Agape
Yes.
Spiritual Center. He will
Yes.
be presenting. Yes, he's an integral part of this movement.
Sure. Brilliant.
And, yeah, and has been a partner with Unity Earth over the years.
Yes.
And so
Is that tomorrow, honey? The first?
yes, that's the first.
All
So
right.
tomorrow, and then I will be broadcasting it to live on my Facebook personal page,
Brilliant.
and anyone can view it there. But you can also go to peaceweekend.org, and you
Okay.
can view all of the live streaming and the archive videos there
Great.
as well.
Great.
And so then they travel to Nevada, they go to Las Vegas, and then they will travel across to Colorado and to Nebraska. And then on September 10th, they're going to land here in St. Louis, Missouri. And each stop along the way is sacred ceremony. There'll be a lot of indigenous leaders that come and that do sacred blessings. A lot of spiritual leaders, a lot of government leaders and officials will be at these events, and they'll be presenting very, very different experiences, but it all speaks to the unity that is being called forth now in this moment, and many religions coming forward together to stand in unity with each other. And so
Fantastic.
I know,
Yeah,
on
fantastic.
September the 10th, they hit St. Louis. Well, St. Louis, Missouri, love capital of the world, we're doing a powerful love activation underneath the Gateway Arch at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Great.
And then we will move at noon to Ferguson. Oh, also too, with that love activation under the arch, this will be our second annual event. We're going to be doing a blessing of the Mississippi River, and those waters run out to our sacred sea, right? So that blessing will be carried around the world through the energy and the life essence of the sacred waters herself.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And then we'll go to Ferguson and we'll plant a peace pole.
Okay.
And in that peace pole, we'll be bringing attention and a declaration to peace prevailing in Ferguson, Missouri.
Beautiful.
And we've had an uprising there once again with what happened with George Floyd and things. So we really want to anchor peace, and we really want to speak to that. And that'll be our big St. Louis day. And that kind of is like the end of the very first half of this caravan.
Okay.
But then from that point, we will go to Chicago. There's 2 days of events there. It's really going to be a big celebration. And then they move across through Pennsylvania into Philadelphia. They go up to Maine. We land on September 28th in Washington, D.C. So that'll be the second half of our journey.
Brilliant.
So yeah, and this has been almost a decade in the making. So this has been vision for since 2012.
Wow.
The road to 2020. And so this has been a vision of Ben Bowler's and for quite some time.
Great.
And it's taken, the vision was for 2020, the road to 2020, and they have archived beautifully their travels starting in 2019, different places that they visited, Ethiopia, things like this, and how they brought this India and also the Holy Land, and how they were bringing this message of unification and of peace and of global family. So that's happening right now. And I think that at this time on our planet is really important, because in the United States, the field is getting very, very thick with negative narrative, like thick, like it's like, and so the challenging thing is if you are not paying attention to your own guidance, and you're looking outside for answers, you're going to get lost. You can get lost really quickly.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
it's crazy out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
good news is if you tune into this, or you begin to tune into this,
Yeah.
and you start to just listen to this guidance,
Right.
all that will tune out, and you will be guided as to what your next step is.
Oh.
So in this moment right now, it's really very, very important that we turn down the static
Sure.
of the outside world.
Sure.
And we really begin to bring our focus into our center
Yeah.
and connect to our love essence, who
Yes.
we are,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then begin to listen, because when we have that intentional listening, spirit can be heard
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and will
Yes.
guide us, and will
Yes.
never guide us in a direction that doesn't serve our highest good. So
Amen.
we can trust. This is what we can trust right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have to come back to trusting
Yeah.
who we are.
Yeah.
So we have to know who we are, and who
Right.
we are is
Yeah.
love.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, honey. Beautiful. Yeah. 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 100%. Just amen and thank you, God. You know, this is the good stuff. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we get to
Yeah.
do it together. We get to do it together.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That's the most exciting part, is that we're finding each other. Like, we're finding each other. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, like those genetic testing, like,
Right.
plug the thing,
DNA matching your
send it in,
family
and
and
then
all
it tell
that.
you, oh, you're connected to all these people. You
Sure.
know,
Sure.
I was,
Sure.
I was also thinking about like what it looked for me like, like all this really happened like within the last year.
Right.
And I was looking at it, and I was like, a year ago, my life wasn't like this. My life wasn't
Okay.
so activated, so
Okay.
like so wildly connected so far,
Right.
and
Right.
so I was sitting there and I was thinking, I was like, wow. So like September last year, it was kind of like, thinking of like, it kind of like was starting to pop a little bit, like a little popping, right? And then what came into my mind visually was like, you remember the old Jiffy Pops that we used to have in
Sure.
that little
Sure.
aluminum, and they had
Sure.
this swirling aluminum foil, right?
Yes.
And you would hear it, and like, so in September last year, we were kind of like, it was just starting, like you could hear the kernels kind of moving around in there,
Right.
and
Right.
then all of a sudden, like, one would pop, like you always waited for the first one to pop,
Right.
and then the next one popped, and then two more would pop, and then the next thing you know, there would be like boop, 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 boop. And then the little aluminum foil thing would get a little bit bigger, and then
Right.
all of a sudden, in like one crazy moment, so I think that we're like in popcorn dynamics right now, like all
Yeah.
the popcorn, like, and it's just like all these little bitty curds, of corn are just like exploding in their magnificence and their divinity and their passion, and like we're all just like popping from the inside, and we're stepping into who we truly are. I believe that everything that
Beautiful.
we've done, like all this, the self-healing
Yes.
that we did, like all of that work that we did prior to this moment was so valuable for us to be able to navigate these times right
That's
now.
right. That's
To be
right.
able to, right? And when you see that there are some that are like, they're holding the steady, they're holding it, it's because they worked through a lot of their stuff. Not to, like, for me, I still got more stuff that I'm working through, but like I'm at least at a place where I'm able to
That's
hold
right. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
vision,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. You don't
and
get lost in
know.
this stormy sea. You've got an anchor.
Yes,
You've got a center. Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't get
Mhm.
blown over in the wind. You've got
Yes.
roots. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
the eye of the storm. It's woo, 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 because it's all swirling around so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing. It's like just being right here, being with the breath, being connected to the heart, allowing the mind to just be, and just be present to the essence of your being, right? And then peace worldwide begins inside. This is how we manifest peace in the world.
Yeah.
We start with it inside of us.
Yes.
Once we emanate and we live in peace as peace, peace will be realized in the world. And it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Love is the answer.
Yeah.
Love is the answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love yourself. Know who you are. Know that you are love.
Yes.
Know that your love matters. Know that you are a powerful beacon of love, and that you have the ability to grow that love, to
Mm.
expand that love to any expansion, any radiance you desire.
Yeah, babe. Yeah. Preach, sister. You're on fire today. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. As usual.
Good is so good is so
Yeah.
good. So stay
Yeah.
focused on the good. Stay in the love.
Right.
Protect your joy.
Mm.
Protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Protect it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
at all
good.
costs.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone come and hijack you. Like
Mm.
information can come in and snap you out, and you
Mm-hmm.
can find yourself like
Mm-hmm.
protect that joy,
Mm.
because that joy, that's the wellspring.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
wellspring
Mm-hmm.
of
That's where
love.
the hope lives,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Woo.
Wee, fantastic.
Oh boy, we're
Yeah, yeah,
flying
yeah.
together right now, Lou. We're flying together.
Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. It's always a joy to hang out with you. And I love the divine timing that this is the night before it rolls into Agape, and Reverend Michael is
Yeah.
the picture. So we'll definitely beat the drum for that, with this video, and put the link to your page, and people can connect to you and watch it through there. That's absolutely fantastic. And Peace Weekend. Can you say a little bit about that?
Work, right? You can find out more about it.
Right.
There's also Sign Network, which is the mastermind behind the network, right? Of
Right.
how the information is shared. They're just such an incredible platform.
Summer and John.
Summer and John
Yeah,
Raymer,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I did look
Up
yesterday
Network,
after we
yeah.
spoke.
So
Yeah.
they're doing the Up Convergence, and
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for content that supports a global vision of hope for humanity.
Well,
And
we'll give them some ideas.
yeah. So it's perfect. And like sometimes people go, oh, I don't have enough time. Like that's like in less than 2 weeks. But the reality of it is that more time doesn't necessarily mean better.
Sure,
Sometimes
sure.
we just need to do it under the gun and just show up for it and just allow spirit.
I think we
Um,
were born prepared, and we need to trust the moment more and more.
yes,
You know.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that we waited for this moment.
Oh yeah, me too, sweetheart. It's just
We've been having
perfect.
this conversation for a little while about, let's
Yeah,
get
yeah,
together and let's
yeah,
have a
yeah,
conversation and
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah,
stuff. And
yeah.
it was like, no, it just didn't happen. Like we kept, just kind of dancing around it, and then finally it's like, okay, I'm ready.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Well, sweetheart, my cup is overflowing over here. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you want to do a prayer or a song or something to leave us with a bit of your grace and your spirit?
I'm going to do a song. I'm going to do one of my favorite songs that ever came through me. It's and it's an anthem for love.
Right
Okay.
on. Yeah.
So it's put your hands together and let love lead the way. Yeah. Put your hands together and share some joy today. Put your hands together and make your body move. Put your hands together and feel your spirit groove. Have faith, you can make a difference. Have faith in everything that you do. Have faith in your dreams and visions. Have faith, they will all come true. Have faith, we can heal this world with love. Have faith, our hearts will lead the way. Have faith, we will sing this song out loud. And this is what we'll say. Put your hands together and let love lead the way. Put your
Your
hands
hands
together
together.
and
Let
share some joy today.
today.
Put your
Your
hands
hands together.
together and make
Let
your body move. Put
put
your
your
hands
hands
together
together.
and feel your spirit groove. Have faith.
All
All
right,
right.
all right, all right, all right. Thank
We're
you.
gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Oh
It's so
yeah,
fantastic. We're doing it. It's
we're
all
doing it.
happening.
We're doing
So
it, sweetheart.
that's the only thing that you
Thank
need to
you.
remember, is that it's all happening. We accomplish our mission, and we're all here for a divine purpose, and we get to watch the unfolding. We've got front row seats to this grand demonstration of magnificence, love, life, and the creation of unity across our
Beautiful,
planet and
beautiful,
beyond.
beautiful. Well, you lit me up like a Christmas tree, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to you. Yeah,
I love you,
wonderful.
Lou.
Love you too, Pookie. Thank you. Well, I'll definitely be connecting with you tomorrow with Michael, and I look for, and I am so grateful to know about the Peace Weekend, the Unity World Week that you turned me on to a few months ago was amazing, and Ben Bowler is doing great work, and you're connected with him, and excuse me, the just all the projects that you've got going on. You know, so if there's any links I need to keep track of, you know, maybe shoot those to me when you get a chance, or I'll dig them up. It's been a joy. Thank you for your time and your love and light, sweetheart. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Lou. I love you. I
Love
love
you
you.
too.
Mwah.
Love you too.
Blessings.
Thank you. You too. Have a fantastic day, darling. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right, baby. Bye for now. Aloha.
Bye.
Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.